Good morning, America. This is Dr. Churi from the Arizona, and I am, again, making my public statement. I am the first cosmic tab teaching humanity to understand that cosmic design and pay attention to the stars, because this is how he speaks to us. There is no other way. And remember, God has never and will never, ever speak to fools. This being said, I wish I had much better news for you on the second day of the new year, 2024. But it is what it is. And do not blame me for the bad news. Okay, all I'm trying to do is to give you enough cosmic consciousness so you can be prepared for those deadly cosmic winds, and in the process, save your precious life. And again, this is why it is important for you, my good friend, to share my work, because you help me to share one life. That is a lot of good karma coming your way. All right, so let's get going. We're going to go into the newsletter. There you go. The newsletter is very clear. If you click on it, there you go, the title. New Year's Rochester's New York terrorist attack predictions. And again, don't think I'm doing this just to say, yeah, Dr. Tree, you're the best. It's no. It's repetition. Without repetition, there is no way you're going to raise your cosmic awareness and understand, as I said earlier, God cosmic design is speaking his will through the stars. Let me help you a little bit here. My warning using quatrain and obvious keywords for the new year are explicit and undeniable. Again, that is if you read New Year's Day 2024 SOS to the World. And of course, also if you watch my YouTube video. So if you did not, you have the right to be skeptical. But I would suggest you to read the newsletter, watch the video, and then come back and read this newsletter and watch that video. Now, knowing that there are many more astronomical events ahead of us in 2024, being prepared and aware of all those future deadly cosmic winds is a must. And again, it is only those who ask, those who are wise and prepared, that we are seek my cosmic wisdom and avoid the worst of what man and nature will throw at us. So click on that link and read that what the scientists cannot perceive, because they perceive life through their 5 limited human rational senses, very often educated, but there is a big difference between education and intelligence, or a gift for that matter, induced by my many UFOs experiences. Okay, the window was written December 30th, and if you check all those windows, you will see that I'm always well ahead of time. In fact, I was a month ahead before those 2 deadly earthquakes that literally messed up Japan. So the date that I'm giving you are the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th. Okay, but this window is already operational. And what those cosmic winds are all about is written here. But I will emphasize ugly face of death, drama, horror, surface. Now, the keywords are very obvious: famous death, dramatic death news, terrorism. Okay, avoid large gathering because the reptilians are after the police, government official, and children or teens. Careful what you say, careful what you do during these windows. That's where the reptilians reign supreme and will hijack your body, your mind, and your soul by overriding your emotions. So, again, my window only predict earthquakes and natural disasters that are above 6.0. There you go. The 7.5 and 6.2 took place during a shocking Uranic window. And again, it is only if you become a VIP that it will make sense to you, because it's like everything else. You're going to get used to my work. But the keywords are pretty obvious: terrorism, explosion, children, famous death. All right, so the keywords are obvious. But my warning always comes also with a memo. Avoid large gathering during any of my windows. Why? Because that's what you're going to get. Okay. A suspect in deadly crash is being probed as possible terrorism. Now he's dead. What do you expect? It's a deadly window. God, thanks for that. The reptilians own his body, his mind, and his soul, and he wanted to die by killing a lot of people. That's often the sad reality. Armed villain sick blood. Okay, my quatrain is pretty simple, pretty real. On that one, you're going to read it more later. Now, let's see what happened in South Korea. The opposition leader was stabbed in the neck in one of his public speaking engagement. Again, armed villain sick blood. Dramatic death news. Death drama. Survived. Lucky people will survive. No, all of them will survive. It all depends on their lucky or unlucky cosmic biorhythm mingling with the negative windows. Now, what do we have here? The FBI said investigating after report of violent threats to Colorado judge in Trump's case. And today, man broke into a Colorado Supreme Court overnight and opened fire. Again, if you remember, the quatrain that I wrote in 2022 speaks of things that's happening today. Scale of justice trembles. Armed villain sick blood. Who was right? You can see it here. Red dominate rainbow. Power chills judge, fight dies. And of course, they are scared. Yeah, that was well before the news that transpired that I wrote this. Remember the news that are transpiring and remember when I wrote it. So somebody was well ahead of time. And again, this is why you're here, because you are the right place. What else do we have? We are into deadly time. Okay, Japan Airlines jet burst into flame after colliding with another plane, and of course, 5 Coast Guard members were killed. Dramatic death news, mass death. There you go. Yet, with so much tangible and accurate visions and prediction, the ambitious, immature young soul either, when I said immature, is either religious or is atheist, agnostic, they still will deny the gift because that's the way their mind is wired. They are not smart enough. Okay. But I believe that only donkeys change their mind. Don't change their mind. Excuse me, though, since these people are human beings, with the right guidance, they will understand my work. I can only wonder what it will take for me to beat the reptilians, stopping me reaching a vital national stage when a minority of you share my newsletter or will sign my petition and offer real financial support. If you've got some money to spend, okay, and you want to help the world and help me, there you go, click here. See, the sad reality, and that's something that is, to me, very, very difficult sometimes to deal with every single day when I get up, is that people will go and spend millions and billions of dollars because, again, they support a specific case. We could talk about your church. But look, those churches are being built in the most wealthier area of town. They're doing good things, don't get me wrong. They're doing good things, okay? But do you think they really need your support when they don't pay taxes? And when they advertise on national TV, knowing that 30 seconds is over $300,000, the same apply for all those nonprofit organizations, 24/7 in every major channel. Those corporations advertise for cats, for dogs, for children dying of cancers, thousands upon thousands of them and trillions of dollars. And how much is really going to those kids? How much is really going to those animals that you want to save? My God, you're being so deceived in so many ways, in so many levels. And when you have a real thing, someone is just gifted, doing his best 24/7, again, every single day, for free. You don't even share my newsletter. Wow. Thank you to all of you who have enjoyed my work and never ever click on share. You know, today, the Platonic window demands you to wake up. Platonic window demands you to hear the truth. And you ain't going to get nothing else but the undiluted, vexing truth from Dr. Cherry. That's what it is. I'm committed 150% to help you to survive, to educate you on what real God is all about, what the real message of Jesus was all about, teaching astrology. Because you may not know, but the 12 signs of the zodiac, the 12 scenes, the 12 jury, the 12 tribes of Israel, 12 notes of music, the 12 hours of the day represent the 12 signs of the zodiac. That's what Jesus was teaching. But don't think the politically oriented churches will teach you that. We tell you that on your Sunday school where you send your kids. Do you think they're going to tell you, oh, but all the popes were taught astrology by the Vatican Council? Do you think they're going to tell that? No, it's all about money. It's all about control. It's all about wealth. It's not about you. I am all about you. You know, I was planning to send, like I always do, my warning to the FBI about terrorist attacks. I thought they're not going to listen. They never did. You know, when I had those 4 FBI agents who visited me because I give the exact date of terrorist attacks like I did. Okay. My last prediction. When I had those 4 kids, 30, 40-year-old kid coming in my house, okay, thinking that I was a sleeping cell, trying to explain to them how I do it, how I'm trying to help them to come back home safe and sound. Okay, they never got it. They never will. So again, it is only those who ask that will receive the gift. I teach astrology, divine astrology, Nostradamus astrology, 16th century methodology, which is well above modern astrology. I teach the tarot, as simple and as real as it was when Nostradamus was practicing it 500 years ago. And this type of astrology and this type of tarot has nothing to do with what you know, study, read, or practice. But it's unless you deal with me that you will make the difference. All I have is my words. All I have is my honesty, and all you have is me and your intuition. The good news is that I do have videos on my website, drcherry.com. Some are astrology, UFOs, the superconscious in time and space. You can see me also doing reading, tarot reading. All that is there for you. But you need to take the time to listen and to watch. And then remember and never forget that little voice here, that little voice will never lie to you. If you feel remotely that Dr. Cherry has something to, for you, don't think it's an accident for you to land here and watch me. Go and get the rest of the story. I'll wake you up. I promise you that. And again, if you do a reading with me, don't expect me to tell you what you want to hear. You're not going to pay me $700 or $350 for me to smile at you like Joel Osteen telling you what the hell you want to hear. No, I'm telling you exactly what the cosmic code is all about, what God's cosmic design is all about, what's your divinity all about, with all the good and all the bad. The good news is, if you don't do the ostrich things and stick your head in the ground, then you'll be able to face your fear. You'll be able to face whatever God and the stars have in store with you, knowing that the part of God himself is much stronger than the stars and the dragon or whatever disease or whatever may pursue in the future. Remember, I am a cancer survivor. So I've learned a few things all along. And I'll be 74, in 2 months from now? So if you're just a kid, 20 years old, and you doubt me, that you have the right to be skeptical. Good news is you have eternity to grow up, my friend. You have eternity in front of you to learn that Dr. Cherry is real. I prove it to you nonstop in my writing and in my videos. Little support all along, but that's my curse. That's the reptilians who do not want me to own that stage. And enlightened, it has to be only to those who ask, because it is only when the student is ready that the real true teacher will appear. It is me to know, you to find out. All right, my good friend, remember, this window is nasty, is already in effect. The reptilian effect is also there. So don't think it's over and the worst is behind. No, this is just the beginning of what this window is all about. Okay? And that's why you need to come back and read that newsletter. And most of all, as always says, share my work, support my mission, be part of the solution, and help the new age of warriors to finally bring cosmic consciousness to the entire world and pack up all the archaic, deceptive religious teaching and the abuse of science. And as always says, I love science. Don't throw the baby with the water when it comes to science and Dr. Cherry. I love science. What I don't like is they think they know everything because they are unable to enter the archetypal realm of supracosmic consciousness. And that's what makes a difference between them all, those educated idiots, and Dr. Cherry, the real thing. All right, my good friend, God bless all of you. Share my work, be cautious. Today is a wake-up call time. Goodbye.